Okay, Baruch Hashem. This is, Baruch Hashem, the Daf is a Meir Shapiro. Again, I have to always chazer why he was Misakin the Daf. And the reason why he was Misakin the Daf is he wanted, what is the connection of a Yid? What's the connection of a Yid to, when you meet another person, you notice a guy, naturally, if we were to ask, what's the topic? Two guys meet each other. What, if they're from different countries, or let's say the United States of America, what is the first topic you would say they would discuss? Sports, right?
Entertainment.
We'll talk about the sports, football, baseball, that unites them. The second in 2 minutes, you talk about the sport, they start fighting, who's, whatever, you talk about the game.
Right, so sports or politics, yeah.
Or politics, right, also very good. Chaim, politics as well, unites the people. What unites two Yidden? Baruch Hashem, we have here a Bacha from Vistafin, Argentina. We have you're originally from Cairo. Wow. And we have
where? Cairo?
Cairo. Wow. Parents are from
Cairo,
Cairo.
New Jersey.
We have Shmuel
Egypt,
from New Hampstead. We have Chaim from where would you grow up? Westchester. What unites all of us into one? What's the answer?
The Torah.
Torah Akdaisha. Right? Without Torah Akdaisha, what connects us? So Meir Shapiro felt, he saw Yidden living in Russia and Poland and in America. Poland, food's different food. You got Poland, what unites us? He wants, when you sit down and you talk about the day's daf, the day's Torah, the day's, it's machaber us. And then afterwards, there's business, and afterwards there's atzlacha, there's bracha, but it has to start with the Torah. If you meet a person and you don't have a connection with him in Torah, it's not a real connection. It's not a real connection. Very nice, even family. There's family you're naturally born to each other, and you have a shaykhis too. There's a joke. Family is good for kugel, right? If you can't have a shaykhis in Torah, if you don't have a shaykhis in Torah, you can sit down and talk in Torah, there's no lave, there's no heart connection. It's okay, it's nice, you come to it. If you can't connect in Torah, this. Now, Baruch Hashem, the world is a busy place. The Olam life to make guides, and people are going. It's a matana toiva. It's like this technology thing. It's no different than a weapon. A weapon, a gun. Should I get a gun in my house? If it gets bad, right? There's a guy, there's trouble. Should I get a gun? What do I think about the gun? It's dangerous. Maybe if I keep the gun in my house, somebody chas v'shalom could touch it, right? But you have to know when, what, when, where. And you have to know what, when, where, right? Is learning on the daf, learning it on online, learning it on is it good? It's a weapon. You have to know. So be very careful. If it's you have to be very careful with it. So Baruch Hashem, we're trying. I don't know if it's good or not. I don't know if it's good, but the one thing that you do have, if somebody has a phone, you can connect with. You can learn Torah whatever you want, wherever you are. Guy goes on a business trip. He's going all over. If you catch the daf, today used to be only way to catch a daf. You have to go find the daf Yamishir, which maybe is better. That you had to go to. Only way to find it is you have to go into a base medrash to find it.
There was a famous one on the Long Island Railroad every day.
On what?
On the railroad.
On the train
every morning.
On the train there was.
Long Island Railroad, there was the Art Scroll Daf Yomi Kabbalah. So
it's still not clear. Not clear if this daf that's online is good or bad. I don't know. Time will tell. We're victims. We're karbanis. We'll see where.
We're karbanis.
I don't know karbanis. Our generation is we'll see.
Guinea pig.
But
experiment.
But one thing is important. We all know that when COVID hits, it gets from COVID. What's it mean, COVID? She used to give aim in COVID in Argentina. All the yeshivas closed, and everybody had to learn. How do we have to learn? The only way to learn yeshiva had to be on Zoom. You think Zoom? We used to go to yeshiva, the Rebbe, the phone. So it's interesting. If not for the phone, in COVID, we would not. There would be no yeshiva, and people had to start learning on the phone.
There was even davening Mincha Maariv on over the phone.
Over the phone. Now, Lamaisa, was it good? Ich weiß nicht. When people came out, it was a shtickle. What would you say, Rabbi Senor? The COVID, was it good?
We just learning before COVID. Everything was about how bad the internet was, not having a computer in the house. COVID hit, all of a sudden, all the schools are pushing computers on us, giving them for free. It's crazy.
Very good. So COVID, all of a sudden COVID. Now, afterwards, even businesses in New York, the whole world went closed down, and everybody was in the house. So the guy would put on a white shirt, and on the bottom you wouldn't see wear pajamas.
Right.
And he would show up. Then when COVID was over, and they said no, come back to work. Nobody wanted to come back to work because it's put on the suit and the tie, and the traveling time. So a new thing happened in the world. What is the new thing that happened in the world?
Hybrid business.
Hybrid business. Come back once a week. Come back twice a week. Because there's a milah, there was one milah about doing it in the home that you don't have to travel. And you can get at 9 o'clock to 5, you can maximize your time. But when you're at home, it's very hard to feel like you're in the working force because you're in the home. So when you're around the chevra and you feel you're in a business mode. But I have travel time and there's rush hour. So they came up with a naya chiddush called hybrid. Hybrid is a new word. 2 days a week, come into the office. And the other 2 days, try to work at home. Let's see if we can work together, the two. So my thought is as well, is if we want to mechazik the phone, you guys, you could take this and learn anywhere. You have a milah. Wherever you are, you can catch the daf. You have the All Daf app. You can catch all different things. You can catch our review. Baruch Hashem. You want to be successful, but come in and recharge once a week. Recharge it, and let's take maybe Hakum Mechazik it. You need a live human interaction, and then hope maybe you can utilize it. Ulai. So Rabbi Meir Shapiro wanted Klal Yisrael to connect somehow with this daf. Wherever you are, so today you could take it. You could take it with you. Talmud biyadai. You take the phone biyadai. You can have it biyadai. But it's a little. You don't have that human interaction, which is also important. So you need to have that. It needs to work together. You kind of like meet up, and you go out. So just for today, because we have a first meeting, let's just mechazik the first Mishnah. It's a new Perek. So if we just get the Mishnah. The Mishnah, then during the week, there's details in the Mishnah why each one holds, and the Gemara is going to go through why he doesn't hold of him, he doesn't hold of him. But at least the Mishnah, we do it live, and then afterwards during the week we could see the details. Everybody listen to the shir, whatever shir you like, listen to it. But let's do the Mishnah live. So in the few minutes that we have here, let's say next 10 minutes, let's just do the Mishnah. Okay, we get the Zach
and the Rashi.
Okay. And the rest, and the Rashi.
A Weitzner Rashi.
Weitzner Rashis. Let's see if we can. So let's read the Mishnah. So we actually put down a Hagdama. There's a very nice here. So let's just read the Hagdama. It's on the group. Whoever's on the group has the Hagdama. I'm just going to read it over here. So the pasuk says, "V'haya Hamizbeach kodesh kadashim kol hanageya b'mizbeach yigdash." Whatever touches the mizbeach becomes heilig, becomes holy. So there are certain parts of the Mizbeach, even psulim. Let's say we know that a regular carbon you have to take after you finish the avodas. What's the avodah for avodas? You have shchita, kabbalah, halacha, zrika. When you finish all the kabbalah, you take the basar and you put it onto the Mizbeach. Maktir on the Mizbeach. Here, it should be on the fire. You put it on the fire. What happens is, chas v'shalom, there's a psul in the carbon. So So the Chaim is psul. There's a shtickle garbage, whatever, the place where you don't put it on the Mizbeach, you have to really burn it. You burn it. There's a place to burn the psulim. What happens if a person took a pasul carbon, put it onto the Mizbeach, rushed it up and put it onto the Mizbeach? Do we say take it off? Or do we say that once it's on the Mizbeach already, you know what? Put loves in it. No. Because is it good? It's almost like similar, a beautiful message we could take out from here for us, is some days we're not rowed to come into the base medrash. For whatever reasons, should I go anyway? You know what? We did something wrong. We're not in line. Should I still go daven mincha? Should I still go daven ma'ariv? We suddenly feel first daven mincha. I just im olu lo yardu. You see, unbelievably coming to Mizbeach might not be certain things we wouldn't tell him to go, but if you chaparayin, it works. Psulim can be put on the Mizbeach. Unbelievable, you said. It's a carbon. There's a psul there. You can ask the Chaim. Don't ask. Just run into learn. Run into the Mizbeach. And if it's on there, you're not going to take it off. So you see, it's a nice concept that we can even take when it comes to the Mizbeach, the karbanis. Certain things might not belong in it. Go in there, and it's like the mikvah. You go into a mikvah. The guy's tummy goes into the mikvah. You come out of the mikvah. You matire yourself. Sometimes I'm not in the mood. I'm not in the mood davening. I'm davening to Rabbi Shalom. I believe in Rabbi Shalom everything. If I believe in Rabbi, why am I? Right? I'm not. Just go in. If you're on there, you come out. It's Mikadesh. The Mizbeach is Mikadesh. Even the psulim. It's just a message, a chizuk that we can take. But anyway, that's the Mishnah today. The Mishnah says today, right? Even though like a trila, psulim, but it becomes lachma shel mizbeach va'aser le'yiridam. Once it's on there, you can't take it off. So we're going to see that's the Mishnah today. What exactly? Not everything. I can't just put whatever I want on the mizbeach. Certain karbanis, if it's a psul, certain parts could go on the mizbeach. Alu la yardu. Certain parts of alu yardu, you have to take it off. So that's going to be a little detail. So let's just see the Mishnah inside. Okay. The one pasuk before the Mishnah, there's a pasuk in Tzav. It says, "Tzav es Aram es one of Leimar." Zois Teiras Oila Hi Oila Al Moida. The Oila should be on the fire. Al Mazbeach Kol Alayla VeEisha Mazbeach Tukad Boy. So Rashi already brings it over there in Parshas Tzav. Should have it on your note. We know the whole night, all the leftover pieces of the karbonis was on the mizbeach. What was more on the mizbeach, and even though there was no karbonis at night, but the hekta chalavim veivarim, burning all the chalav and all the karbonis was all night, and that's why ma'ariv is connected the hekta chalavim veivarim. Without ma'ariv, it's connected that haktara. But it brings over here. She says. Ulalamed, it also teaches me alapsulim ezem ola yarad. Some of them, if you put it on there, some of them yarad, some you have to take it off. Ezem ola lo yard. Shakol Torah. Shakol. What does it say? It's Shakol Torah l'Rabbi Subah. Any kol. So it's only zois Torah. So I was to say kol halayla. We'll have to see where the limud is. Zois Torah Sa'olah. Shakol Torah. There's Zois Torah. Torah is always. Why should you say Zois Torah Ha'olah? Torah Sa'olah. It's a Torah. Torah teaches me on more. Not only the Olah. There's more things that if you put it on the mizbeach, Kol Alayla, you don't take it off. So that'll be the Mishnah. So let's see the Mishnah inside, and then the Olah will take it in the pocket, and then you'll go into the look in the world of see the shiurim, see the Gemara. So Zok the Mishnah starts off a new Perek, Chazak ve'amatz, Hamizbeach Mikadesh hara'ulai. Mizbeach is Mikadesh, whatever is ra'ulai, whatever is fit. Now what exactly is fit? That's going to be machlokes. So Yeshua says, you know what is including on the Mizbeach? Kol haro leishim. Whatever is fit for fire. Whatever belongs on the Mizbeach, a piece. We'll see what that comes to. We know that there are certain parts of the karbonis, the dam, you sprinkle on the wall. It's not ishim, it's not on the fire. Whoever's learning the daf knows certain karbonis. Most karbonis you spritz on the bottom. There's the chuta sikra. The bottom of the chuta sikra, that's where you sprinkle it on the corner. Some of them need two, need one. Pesach, we had Bechor, Meiser need only one. Right on the south, what's it called? Southwest corner, and then there's your side. Some of them need two, which is arba. Then you have the top. Chatas belongs on top, but it's on the walls of the mizbeach. It's dam. Then you have nisachim, certain nisach hamayim, nisach karbonis, certain karbonis of nisach. That's also southwest there on the bottom of the mizbeach. The piece of meat, ishim, is what goes on the mizbeach itself. That's what's going on the mizbeach itself. So that's the ishim. So Yeshua says, Kol haro leishim, it's only the meat. Only the meat, im Allah lo yered. The psulim and the meat, im Allah, if you bring it out, lo yered. Shenemar, hi ha'oila ha'moigda. The Torah says, the oila, it's not only a carbon oila, it's being medamit like an oila. Ma oila shiru leishim. Whatever oila means could also mean whatever goes on the mizbeach. It's just giving a mashal, a carbon. What do I do with the carbon oila? I put it onto the mizbeach. So here oila, whatever's like the oila that goes onto the fire, that is imolsa leisered. Akol shurol ishim imola leisered. The Zois Torah will have it in the Gemara. You have to learn the Gemara for how you know more than the oila. But the oila is only an example of. The oila goes on the mizbeach, so whatever's like the oila belongs on the mizbeach. Okay, so this is the Mishnah. Will comes along with bigger chiddush. Will says kol haro lemizbeach. Not only pieces of meat, anything which goes on the mizbeach, even dam. We'll see. We'll see what he's referring to. Kol haro lemizbeach am Allah la yered. Shenemar hiya oila al moed al mizbeach. Now oila is teaching me more, not just pieces of meat. Ma oila she ruya lemizbeach, just like oila which is ro lemizbeach, I'm also leisered. I've called over shu ro lemizbeach. Anything which is ro for the mizbeach, I'm also leisered. And the Gemara says, and Mishnah says, Ein bein divrei Rabbi Gamliel l'divrei Rabbi Yeshua. Again, Rabbi Yeshua was the first man the Amar, Rabbi Gamliel is the second man the Amar. What is the difference? El adam v'nisachim. Gamliel is coming to be Ma'asev, that even blood, if somebody sprinkled the dam in the wrong place, not in the wrong place, the psulim, apostle the gadam, he put it onto the mizbeach, you don't take it down. Nesachim, you spilled nesachim, which became pasul, you poured it by mistake in there with the psulim, you don't have to clean it out. Clean it up, let's get it out. So Nachamor, Rabbi Yeshua holds that the only psulim has to be dam. Has to be meat. Has to be the meat. Ishim. Oila is the piece of meat. And Gamliel is Ma'asev, even the dam mit the nesuchim. Yeah? Good? Now, so Nachmal the dam and Gamliel loimer lo yardu. Gamliel says you don't take down the dam and nesachim. Rabbi Yeshua says yardu. Dam and nesachim, take it down. No, it's not Mikadesh. Now we have one more sheet before we finish the Mishnah, before we close up shop here, is we have just one more sheet. We have Reb Shimon. Let's see what Reb Shimon says. Reb Shimon says, Hazevach kosher unisachim psulim. Hanisachim ksherim v'hazevach pasul afilu zeh v'zeh psulim hazevach la yardu v'nisachim yardu. So in order to get, Reb Shimon is coming to say something in the middle here. Again, meat, everybody agrees if you put a piece of basar, which is tameh, on the mizbeach, alu lo yardu. The question is, what about the dam and the nesachim? So now we have a machlokes between Rabbi Yeshua says no, and Rabbi Gamliel says yes. Rabbi Shimon wants to say an interesting thing here. Shimon says there are certain nesachim that people bring because of the korban. With the korban is nesachim, right? Niskayim, we say a lot on Yontif, the korbanos tzibur, like when you read on Sukkot and you read the Musaf of the Yom Tovim, right? Korbanom and Niskayim. There's a lot of nesachim there. You have to just refresh again which korbanos has nesachim, which one doesn't. It's a good question. Everybody to remember. Do we remember which is nesachim? I don't remember right now. So you see, we have to review. But at least korbanos tzibur have nesachim. So the nesachim. One more finished. Man, to do. This is the last Nisach HaMayim on Ben Brickman Nisach HaMayim on Sikkis, yeah. And the whole Simchas Beis Sheva is for what? For Nisach HaMayim. The Nisach HaMayim is it connected to a korban? Not necessarily.
No.
Eigen Azach. It's an own thing. Nisach HaMayim is its own thing. So Rabbi Shimon says, if the Nisach HaMayim, the Nisach, is its own Zach, it's not coming because of something else, then if it becomes possible, is Mikadesh. Another case would be, let's say, Menadiv. I say, I want to bring the Nesachim to the Beis Hamikdash. Sounds like you can do that. So then it's its own Zach. Then if it becomes possible, you can bring it on. If it's because of a korban, so it doesn't have its own chashivas, you don't say Allah Yerdu. And so Rabbi side, that's the Mishnah. Why each one holds of each other? Learn the Gemara, Metz Hashem, follow the Shiurim, follow the different things, and we'll get. But that's what we have to walk out here Sunday for Chaim, the Daf cast, right, or whatever. The Daf we're walking out from today. What are we walking out with? There's this concept in Olu Lo Yerdu. If it's possible, Lo Yerdu. What's Olu Lo Yerdu? So Basar, everybody agrees, that's Rabbi Yeshua. And Gamliel's Ma'aseh, even the Dam and the Nesachim. Shimon is somewhere in the middle. If it's own Nesachim, its own Chshivas, so then Ma'ul Yerdu. If it's not its own Chshivas, you don't say Ma'ul Yerdu. He'll agree to the first sheet of Rabbi Yeshua. Okay? Okay, Agatavach.
Hamizbeach, Mikadesh, afilu devar pasol, she'al Hamizbeach, kadshu Hamizbeach.
Now you see what's going on, right? Even something which is
Lach moed ein moridin also. Es haroilo. Misha haborer lechalko, v'gamar mefarish, lemeut.
Once it was set aside. Kamitz is one.
Kamitz is the
with your hands, right?
Right.
By mincha. Shalikachu bekli, who never became holy in a keli, la'achar kmitza. After kmitza, we're going to do this over in a second. So one take, and then we'll do a second take.
It's fine. Yeah.
Shalikachu bekli la'achar kmitza. Shalahuvru l'chelek l'gavaya. It wasn't set aside for the Beis Hamikdash. Afagav the kitcha mincha kula b'kli. Even though the mincha itself is holy, aims at chelek gavoya barer. It's not set aside. Shana mincha kreva kula. The whole mincha is not. The only thing you put on the mizbeach is what? Is the kmitza. The rest gets eaten. So kmitza b'loy matan kli. The kmitza, without putting it into the kli, inzem avur lemizbeach. This is a very important Rashi. I think there's going to be a difference between a carbon, right? A mincha, there's a animal carbon, and then there's a mincha carbon.
The mincha carbon is only the flour. It's like a matzah or a wafer, right?
Yeah.
And then you pour oil.
Not oil.
Sorry.
There's different types of mincha.
Wine. I meant wine.
No. It's different minchas.
Different types of mincha offerings.
There's flat ones. There's like challah. There's matzah.
Challah, matzah, and the wafer.
A taida
also,
has one in minchas also. Now, on a carbon, what do I put on the mizbeach? I put the meat.
Right.
On a mincha, what I put on the mizbeach? The kmitza.
Uh-huh.
So, So
The
it should be
Kmitza gets cooked on the Mizbeach.
right. So if just like if it would be that a piece of meat that's possible you could put it on the Mizbeach, same thing should be a Kmitza, which is possible I should put it on the Mizbeach because it's similar.
There's a difference from what you said. You said even if the meat gets possible, you got to put it on the Mizbeach. No. Right? No.
Yeah.
No. You're not allowed to put it on.
Right.
But once you realize, oops, we made a mistake, you don't take it off.
That's the
Right,
words.
right. Not that you're allowed to put a possible meat on the Mizbeach.
Right. Okay. So we'll see is that so Kmitza is similar to the piece of meat.
Right.
So just like meat pasul im alu lo yardu, put it up, you don't take down. Kmitza should also be im alu lo yardu.
Should be, but it's not.
It's going to be a difference.
Uh-huh.
And because that's what Rashi is going to explain. So let's see this Rashi again. Okay, so let's. Okay.
What's the Divrei Maskell?
We're going to start now fresh. Okay.
Okay.
So we're going to do the Weitzner Rashi now. Chaim. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's get the first two Rashis of the Mishnah. That's it. That's our goal.
First two Rashis. Very good.
All right, so we're on Pei Gimel,
Amud Aleph.
and we just started a brand new Perek.
Which Perek is this?
Hamizbeach, the 8th Perek, Hamizbeach Mikadesh.
No, Tishy, sorry, ninth Perek.
Sorry, the 9th Perek. The 9th Perek.
Ninth Perek, okay.
Let's do this again, okay. So we're going to do the Weitzner Rashi now for the 9th Perek, and we're going to do just the first two Rashis of the Mishnah. Okay, so Chaim, let's go. So we said, Hamizbeach Mikadesh Aroloi, that basically the Mizbeach, all the meat, even if it's possible, you put it on the Mizbeach, it catches it.
It kind of tires it.
Makes it, yeah, even though the Katchila, you go to the rabbi and say, should I do it? He says, no. You didn't listen.
You found out, you did it later, right? You realized a mistake.
Right, mistake, and it works.
It works.
Okay, I just think before we get to this Rashi, very important, decide we get. Sometimes a person goes to his rabbi and says, am I made out, cut out for learning? Am I cut out for this mitzvah? He says, nah, not you. Go to work. Go do, you're not cut out for it. Right? And a guy pushes himself in and he does it. Right?
Kind of like me.
Right? He pushes himself, like a guy like Chaim Weitzner pushes himself to learn. Im alu lo yardu. It works. And then the rabbi says, I never believed. I have friends that went back to the mashgiach in high school and he told him that he's a Rebbe, and the mashgiach says, you are a Rebbe? I don't believe it. Im alu lo yardu. They pushed themselves. Yeah. They're not cutting the material. And I have a little secret. Many of the successful Rabbeim today in the world, this is a Weitzner thought, they were told not to be a Rebbe. And the guys in the class who would have been a Rebbe, they're not. They're out there in the business world. They're maybe successful businessmen, but they pushed themselves. The guy who pushed himself on the Mizbeach, im alu lo yardu, he pushed himself. And many candidates who weren't, you would look in their yearbook, it didn't cut them out to be the guy who was going to be learning.
The Rebbe, a gadol, a teacher.
The teacher wasn't cut out for it.
Right.
And the guy who said he would, he just didn't go on the Mizbeach. He didn't do it. He didn't show up. He showed up Sunday to learn. Didn't come.
Right. Famous story of Chaim Kanievsky. The first 2 years he tried his, chovos, his learning. He couldn't do it. He finished even Shas. Even Shas Bavli, 16, 17 years old. He couldn't finish. And then 18 he started. He started at 18 years old.
He started doing it. You don't know. A person knows himself. If you want it, just push yourself. Put yourself on the Mizbeach. And sometimes we don't feel worthy. We're psulim. We're not the right candidates. We're really not the right candidate. Push yourself. Go. Yeah. I know I'm not in the mood of davening today. I'm not in the mood of learning today. I'm going to do it anyway. Sometimes all you're going to come out. It's like a mikvah. You come out, you feel differently. Yeah. So I'm not in the mood. When you're going to Beis Medrash, your feet feel like lead. Not in the mood. When you're going to walk out, you'll feel Hamizbeach Mikadesh. The Mizbeach was Mikadesh. Anyway, that's the Weitzner thought. Now to the Rashi. Hamizbeach Mikadesh. Afilu davar apostle, says Rashi. First Rashi of the Afilu davar apostle she'olo leMizbeach. Even a davar apostle that was brought on the Mizbeach. Kitchu Hamizbeach. Mizbeach made it holy. liyosais lachmai, to make it its bread. Ve'emari the moisei, we are not going to take it off. We don't take it off. It stays on the Mizbeach. Beautiful. I mean, the rabbi says, don't do it. He did it. It's on the Mizbeach. He made it on. So, Esaroloi. One more Rashi here. When it's not anything. I can't just take whatever I want and put it on the Mizbeach. I can't just dump anything. There's going to be a specific type. It has to already has Kedusha in it. I guess the message here as well. Not everybody can do it, right? You know, a guy come off the street and say, "Oh, you have to have certain things in you to get that." And the korban. Let's see. Gemara Mefaresh. The Gemara will explain. Lemute kmatzim. A kaimitz of a mincha is similar to the piece of meat of a animal carbon. Animal carbon ends up with a mizbeach and a piece of kmitza. Now, these are different. A kmitza, when I take off the kmitza, right? This way the kmitza is in your hand. Mm-hmm. And let's say I became pasul, I touched the tummy, or sheretz, jumped into the kmitza here, so it's pasul. Could I take that kmitza now and just dump it on the mizbeach?
Not.
Says Rashi, no. Why is this different than the piece of meat? Right? There's a nice cookie, the piece of meat. The piece of meat, Shiner's cookie. Right? You have a good coffee going. You guys missed Shmuel made a coffee today. You missed it.
Oh, you made the coffee.
Okay,
yeah.
If you want it, next Sunday come in. But this is the piece of meat, is tameh, that I could put on the mizbeach. The kmitza not. Says Rashi, but when I put it into the kli, the kmitza you have to put it into a kli. Uh-huh. That's after it's in the kli to become, and then a sheretz touches it. Then I could put it on the mizbeach. What's the difference?
Even if you know beforehand?
No, you don't know. The question, if it became tameh in my hands, the kmitza, then I cannot put it on the mizbeach.
Yeah, right.
If I put the kmitza, there's a kli. The kmitza goes into a nice kli.
Right.
And then if a sheretz jumps into the kli,
you're still
now I could put it on. What's the difference? Piece of meat doesn't make a difference if it's in the kli or not kli. The kmitza is a difference if it's in the kli or not.
But also the difference is, when did you find that it was pasul?
When it became pasul, yes.
When it's already on the mizbeach.
No. It's pasul, and you put it on the mizbeach. But the shaila is, when did it become pasul?
Not when did you find out it was pasul?
No.
When did it become pasul?
When it become pasul.
For the kmitza.
Yes.
And the basar.
Yes.
Okay.
So if
I didn't understand that.
Okay, so
I thought they're asking. You put something on the mizbeach, you find that it's pasul, you take it off, and then you have the mechlikas. No, yes, kmitza is different. Mincha is different.
Right. So that's what we're saying over here is that if I shecht and the piece of meat becomes pasul, after I shecht it becomes pasul.
Right.
Right, a long machshava, whatever it is.
We're not discussing how it became pasul. It became pasul.
I could take that piece of meat and put it on the mizbeach. The kmitza.
Let's just clarify. You can take meat you knew was pasul and put it on the mizbeach.
Yeah, like a tchila, I shouldn't do it. But if I didn't listen, I put it on the mizbeach, and they say, "Oh, there's psulim on the mizbeach."
You're saying you asked the shaila, they said no, and you still did it anyway.
You want to put you didn't listen. You didn't listen.
Huh. Okay.
Okay. Interesting. Usually when the halach, if you don't listen, you're in trouble. Here, you didn't ask. You did it.
Huh. Interesting.
Okay. So you put it on the mizbeach, piece of meat, so you don't take it off. Kmitza. I took a kmitza here.
Right.
Right. Wash it off.
Right.
A sheretz touches it.
It's pasul.
It's pasul. If I put that on the mizbeach, says
No
Rashi,
good.
you're gonna have to take it off.
Okay.
But if I put it into the kli,
once it's in the clay,
and then a sheretz touches it,
it's good.
What's the difference? So let's read Rashi. There's a Weitzner Rashi.
There's the Weitzner Rashi?
There's the Weitzner Rashi. Okay, but Gemara Mefarish, the Gemara explains, Lamute kmatzim. It's coming to be mayet the kaimitz.
What's mayet? What's mayet?
Excluding this halacha.
Okay.
Excluding this halacha that if it's pasul, you put it on the mizbeach, you leave it there. Kmatzim shaloi kitshu b'kli. That became holy in the keli before it went into the keli.
Oh.
Okay. La'achar kmitza. Why? Shaloi huvra lechela gavoya. It isn't kadesh yet. By the kmitza, it isn't holy. Ta'afagav the kitcha mincha kula b'kli. Even though the mincha itself, the other part of the mincha is in the kli, Eze chelek gavoya borur. This kmitza is not a chelek gavoya clear. She'ena mincha kreva kula. Ubekmitza b'lei matan kli ezem avur mizbeach. It doesn't become holy till I put it into the kli. The difference is a piece of meat. The second you do a shchita, kabbalah, whatever, you do the avodos, the piece of meat, it becomes holy. The kmitza, even though I took off the kmitza and have the mincha and everything is good, what makes this kmitza holy is putting it into a kli. So before I put it into the kli, it becomes tamei, I have no right to put it in the mizbeach. So Yisod Rashi is telling us the reason why a puzzle I could put it onto the mizbeach because it already belongs to the mizbeach. There's already kedusha there. So even though there's a psul to it, but it has in it
still kedusha.
A kedusha in it. So if I take a regular random piece of meat from the street and put it on the mizbeach, take it off.
Right.
To my korban, that became puzzle.
Right.
So that's the Rashi is saying is that we're coming to a lamute. A kmitza. A kmitza, even though a kmitza is compared to the piece of meat, kmitza doesn't become holy until I put it into where? I put it into a kli. Once it's in the kli, then it becomes part of the mizbeach. Once it belongs to the mizbeach already, he's going to have a right to put it on the mizbeach. Okay?
Interesting.
So that's the Weitzner Rashi, the first two Rashis of this Mishnah. Chazak, keep going this week. A little behind here, but today you pay Dalid, but let's keep going. All right?
Very good.
Chaim.
Welcome back.
It's a great week.